Hey YouTube fam, it's your girl Leah back again with another video. In today's video, as you can see from the title, we got another chit chat video. I have not done one of these in quite some time, but I was called to do this by a lot of videos I've been seeing recently. If you saw from the title, you know what we're going to be talking about today. We're going to be talking about two things that are semi-related but are kind of different. We're going to be talking about some of the criticisms I've been seeing recently on the Black girls in luxury movement, as well as the conversation surrounding once content creators, especially African American women content creators, get to a certain level. A lot of people have been saying those content creators are becoming a level of unrelatable. They are becoming very unrelatable, so much so that some people are turned off from watching them. And so today we're just going to be discussing those two overarching topics that are kind of in the same family. But first, let me get into the disclaimer of this is my opinion surrounding things that have been going on. I welcome any conversation down below in the comment section. I read everything. But I don't know how all of a sudden, it feels like recently this week, I've been inundated with a lot of criticism of Black girls in luxury on my TikTok For You page. I don't know what happened. I don't know how this has become, but some of the criticisms I've seen is one, the not relatable thing. That's been a conversation piece for many a month. Two, the natural hair thing. The fact that these Black girls in luxury pages don't wear their natural hair a lot. I'll show you the TikTok specifically I'm talking about right now.
The Black girl luxury movement never shows girls with natural hair. Yet everyone complains that natural hair is expensive and high maintenance. The truth is, even if y'all feel you can afford natural hair, you still don't want to wear it. BC, most of y'all don't like your hair.
When you Google Black women luxury, there's not one person with natural hair. Naturally kinky hair. You know what I mean. Go ahead, Google it if you don't believe me.
And then the fact that Black girls in luxury a lot of the times don't live in homes. They live in luxury apartments. It was the sound. And if I can find the TikTok, I will insert it. The thing about TikTok is if you don't save it or like it, you might not never see that video again.
And by the way, I have a question, and don't fight me because I know how you girls like to tussle.
So I have been inundated by I'm like, people is coming for Black girls in luxury. What did they do this month? Is this a bad month for Black girls in luxury? Now, if you're not familiar with the phrase Black girls in luxury or this genre that has recently come about, I say in the last few years, the movement has been around, but I think a title around it has come very much of late. But the Black girls in luxury movement, and I didn't make up this title, this isn't something I'm coming with, but when I think about it overarchingly, and a lot of the things, it may mean something different for you, it sometimes means something different for me, but with it, it's lifestyle content creators. So content creators who are lifestyle, a lot of creators on this platform are lifestyle, meaning they vlog a lot, they do a lot of hauls, they do that type of content. But these Black girls in luxury, they have certain things I always notice. A lot of the times they are full-time creators, so they typically don't work a 9 to 5 at like a corporate job. Typically their 9 to 5, their full life is being a content creator or influencer, whatever term they like to use. They typically do live in a luxury apartment, so those apartments with the stainless steel refrigerators, microwaves, they have white countertop, granite here, marble there, glass showers with the see-through, with the overhead that little arching thing. They have a luxury apartment a lot of the time. They typically live in those apartments in a larger city, so they're typically in a LA, a Dallas, Atlanta, New York City, Chicago. They're typically in larger metropolitan cities. They typically, because going back to the fact that they don't work a traditional 9 to 5 where they are bound by certain rules of PTO and time off, they typically do take a lot of trips, typically, Tulum, Cabo, Dubai, Paris. They do take a lot of trips. On top of those trips, they are often shopping in their videos and other haul videos. They're typically shopping, and they're shopping at higher end establishments. So you got your YSLs, you got your Dior's, you got your Louis Vuittons, you got your Louis Vuittons, Christian Louis Vuittons, you got your expensive when it comes to items. So the materialism side of it is expensive when it comes to those things. They typically have great bodies. It almost looks like BBL, and some of them, I believe, have and been very candid about the fact that they have had BBL surgery, but if they didn't, their bodies are typically in a way where it's like, gosh, I wish every item looked like that on me. They typically look good in everything they wear, regardless of what it is. They often, when I see that watch sponsor, they have that watch sponsor. I don't know the name of that watch sponsor, but it starts with a J, I believe. When they have that watch sponsor, they probably luxury, and apparently now they only wear weaves. According to this TikTok, you never see them with their real hair. So those are the categories when you say black girl in luxury, what you typically see in that genre. Now, first going into my feelings on the black girls in luxury movement, content creating, and all of that is on this platform, TikTok, and on Instagram. I love it. I love seeing it. I love seeing the images of it. I love seeing people live life. I love seeing people happy. I love seeing black women exude excellence. I love seeing it because these aren't, images on TV shows. This isn't Molly from Insecure. This isn't Tony from Girlfriends, whatever genre you're from. This isn't, fictional characters. These are real life people, because although it feels like we're behind a camera, these are real life people living real life and enjoying things. So my personal opinion, I don't find it problematic. Now, addressing the criticism that I've seen on it recently, specifically the criticism around wearing their real hair. TikTok again goes and says, why don't you see these creators wearing their real hair? The criticism for these creators not wearing their real hair, you do realize who makes these creators big, right? You do realize that the flow of operations of YouTube and content creators is we just live a normal life and we grab a camera. And I make crochet hair content specifically a lot of time. I do lifestyle a lot. But you guys know we grab a camera and we don't know how it's going to go. It could go, we get 0 views and 0 subscribers. And sometimes it goes, you get 1 million views and 1 million subscribers. It's a luck of a draw with this content creation thing. So the criticism is always for these people. But what did they do wrong? What did they do wrong? I'm going to, and I love this creator. I'm trying not to specifically hone in on one black girl in luxury, but my favorite black girl in luxury. If I don't talk about it, I feel like I'd be remiss. I love Aaliyah's Face. I've watched Aaliyah's Face for years upon years. She's always been who she has been. She, wears her tape-ins, she wears her hair out sometimes, but she happens to have a camera and turned it on and lived her life. Do people want her to retroactively now all of a sudden, because of criticism or because of what's being out there, to change her hairstyle all of a sudden based on this? No, you guys made her big being who she was. Subscribers, viewers, people make these creators big knowing what they know. These people have not changed up. They've been who they've been, and they've continued on the path of being who they've been. They've never, said, oh, I was a natural creator. I was a natural hair. I wear my natural hair out all the time. I'm big in the natural game. I wear my afros. I wear my puff. I wear all this stuff. And, oh, now that I'm big, I'm going to switch it up. I'm going to wear weaves, wigs, all of that stuff. No. This is who they were. They created content, filmed videos, gained traction, subscribers subscribed, and they kept on doing what they did. They've done nothing wrong. There's a lot of criticism on them, and I'm glad that they're not addressing it. None of them seem to have addressed it, because what is there to address? You're mad that all of the black girls in luxury, or a lot of the black girls in luxury on Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok seem to exude a certain look, but they became popular exuding that look. They lived their life. They did nothing wrong. I guess you're more mad that people actually feed into that or like that. The thing about black women is we're not a monolith. We are not a monolith, and some of us, a lot of us, do different things with our hair. We're not wigging it up 24/7. Sometimes we're braiding it up. Sometimes, for me, example A, I wear wash and goes, my natural hair. Exhibit B, sometimes I straighten my hair, and I, exude European standards by straightening my hair, as people would say. But sometimes I wear crochet hair because I'm a crochet hair content creator. So right now I have crochet hair, and we do different things. We switch it up. I love that about our people. But when we don't switch it up, or we keep on one style, it seems like there's a lot of arguments. There's a lot of hatred. There's a lot of, why aren't there enough black girls in luxury wearing their natural hair? The comment said the black girl in luxury movement never shows women wearing their natural hair. Is it that they never shows it, or is it just that the people that you mainly watch never show it. Because I can think of quite a few black girls in luxury that I know off the top of my mind who switch it up. I think Hilo Lux is an amazing luxury content creator on this platform and on Instagram and probably on TikTok as well. She has a short pixie cut. That's her hair. I think of Raven Elise a lot of the time. She does wigs a lot, but she also wears her regular hair out quite a bit. I think this is a mommy creator who does black girl in luxury. She doesn't, do the high-rise apartment and all the other things that people think of. Dana Bolden, she always wears her natural hair. I don't know if I've ever seen her, and she epitomizes black girl in luxury on Instagram for me. When I see her, she's giving what needs to be given. Naturally sunny. I don't know if you consider her. I consider her. Again, my definition isn't what I read off at the top of this video. I consider a lot more. I consider people who, surround themselves with positive people, do things that take care of themselves. I consider those as, luxury in my mind. But again, people do a lot of gatekeeping with the movement. But Naturally Sunny to me always wears her natural hair out. Alyssa Ashley, I think she wears her hair out quite a bit, her natural hair. So I think there are a lot of people, those are just to name 5, but I think there are a lot of people out there who do. It's just that, are you tending to gravitate towards the people? You do know you can broaden your horizons. People do know, and again, this isn't any criticism on this TikTok, but I know a lot of people agree with this mindset. But you guys know, you watch who you watch, and you can watch other people. There are other creators on all these platforms. And also, if there wasn't so much gatekeeping in what people thought was black girl in luxury, those characteristics could be expanded. And I wanted to interject with this. This is editing Leah coming on here as a black girl who is not in luxury, but a black girl who loves her wash and goes, loves her twist outs, loves her natural hair, but then also likes her natural hair when it's straight and it's silk pressed. Who doesn't love a good silk press season? And on top of that, I love my weaves. My weaves happen to come in the format of crochet hair, but I love the diversifying of crochet hair. I love it so much. Why can't we? Why is there gatekeeping when we love different things? I'm going to be honest with you. Out of the 3 styles that I love, which is my natural hair, my straightened hair, and crochet, that is weave. We're going to put that in the weave category. I got to be honest with you. The low maintenance of the weaves really gets your girl. I love that. And I'm sure that these content creators love that too. These are people who, going back to the top of this video, like I said, these are women who travel a lot, who travel extensively. If they're not in Paris, if they're not in Europe, even if they're doing domestically, if they're not flying to New York and LA and all of that, they don't have anyone to answer to. They can take 40 days and travel. Traveling you need a low maintenance style. That's the whole reason I have this channel. That's why this is so passionate to me. I wouldn't have this channel without me going on vacation. I took my tail just to Myrtle Beach. Well, I went to a basic beach in Myrtle Beach, and everybody knows the story of how I came about this channel. In May of 2016, I went to the beach. I went swimming in a pool with my friends, and after we got out the pool, I had a sew-in where I had a lot of my hair left out at the top. A lot of my hair was left out at the top, and this is what I looked like after I got done swimming and after I got done frolicking in the pool. I looked amazing before. I looked like crap afterwards. I had a cruise coming up in July of that year, and I was like, ain't no way I'm gonna have that same thing happen, but what can I do? I discovered crochet hair, and I filmed a video, and now I'm here talking to you guys 5 years later. My whole channel came from the necessity of I was traveling, and I could not continue to travel with my own hair. It was just too much. I want to take pictures. I want to look good. I want to look consistent, and quite frankly, the crochet has knocked it out of the park on every single vacation. And I, again, am just an average girl who gets, 20 vacation days a year, if that. And I don't go on vacation that often, but when I do, I want to look good consistently throughout. Do I think my silk press could last? Maybe. Do I think my wash and go could last? If you watch my wash and go videos, my wash and go can be inconsistent at times. But you know what does last? A good old-fashioned weave. A good old-fashioned weave. And again, going back to the top of these videos, these girls be traveling. They ain't got the time nor the patience. So you can say whatever you want to about these women in luxury in these spaces. I have to say, when it comes to maintenance, some people make it a cost thing. Again, a lot of people say, oh, well, they say it's so expensive. It's not expensive if they can afford all this this time and energy and into their weaves, it's not really an expense thing as much as it is a timing thing. Black women two things can be synonymous with black women. We can love our natural hair, but we can also want low maintenance. And again, that's why I choose what I have in my head. So let's return back to me with my crochet hair that looks bomb right now, that I've had in for my head for 3 or so weeks, that mirrors again my actual natural hair. Black girl in luxury movement seems to have a lot of emphasis on social media right now. It seems to have a lot of placement on social media. But people do know that there are black women who are not on social media. You guys do know that social media isn't everything. Social media is social media, but there are black women CEOs. I did a lookup of black women CEOs across the board, whatever they work in, whether it's they work at retail organizations or tech organizations, higher up women in these organizations. They are black women there, and guess what? They a lot of the times wear their real hair, natural hair, silk presses. They do a lot. These women got money. Okay? These women is rich. These women got the coins, but what they don't have is time to be on these Instagrams and these TikToks. They are out here making business moves and they're wearing their real hair. They don't have the time to be like, all right, let me vlog it. Here I am being the CEO of the organization. Like, they don't have time to do that. They are actually black women who make a lot of money. You got to look at black women and other spaces outside of entertainment, outside of media, for inspiration on what luxury is a lot of the times. If you are thinking social media is the blueprint, if you're getting mad that why all these creators out here don't display this or don't display that, why are you mad at the creators? They've turned on a camera and made a lifestyle out of it. Why be mad at them? What did they do personally wrong? They, again, luck of the draw, picked up a camera and it worked out. They've done nothing wrong. What's been done wrong is people are looking to them as some kind of beacon of, oh, why are they not doing this? Why don't they live here? Why is it this? Why is it that? They're not displaying this. I vlog too. I ain't buying Chanel and Dior, but the black girl luxury movement and the black girl luxury content creators, they tend to get the most views because it's a form of escapism. I love black girl luxury, like I said at the top of this video, because for me, it's a form of escapism. I don't got all the vacation days. I got under 25 PTO days. I cannot go on as many vacations as these girls go on. If you notice my travel vlogs, they are on a Friday to Monday because I could take 2 days off. All my trip vlogs, 2 days, here and here and here. It's a form of, oh, this is so nice. This is so nice. I'm the type girl who, growing up, I watched the first season of Real Housewives of OC. I watched Gossip Girl. I love seeing opulence. I love seeing those types of things as a form of escapism as I sit in my kitchen eating my Fruity Loops, eating my cereals, and watching these women eat their escargot and their caviars. I love that. I was even more excited when I heard that they were getting the franchise of Atlanta and it was going to be predominantly black with Kim on the show, and I was excited about that because I was like, oh, now we're going to see black women on television living this life that I've always loved with these, fictional characters on Gossip Girl and these Caucasian characters on Real Housewives of OC. Oh my God, we're going to see black women. And then Potomac, I was like, oh, I'm going to see all this opulence. And then, it started, going a different ways. And now the Real Housewives franchises have gotten more, these women do have more money, of course, probably than I do, but they're not as opulent. We're talking, Robin with her situation. We're talking, Karen had her situation with the IRS. We're seeing more real life people on these franchises, which is cool. I still love my franchises, but I think the thing about watching these black women in luxury here on this platform, it's good to see women enjoying life. And I know it comes at a lot of materialism, and that's a major criticism. A lot of people say, well, hey, it's a lot of materialism, it's a lot of buying this, shopping this. Luxury can mean so many things, and on that I do agree with. I agree that it's not just having the bags, not having the cars, not having the houses, not having the jewels, not having the watches, not having all of these things. I 100% agree with the sentiment that luxury can mean whatever you want it to mean. I think there's a lot of gatekeeping in the luxury movement. I remember on TikTok there was a video of a girl sharing that she bought her first luxury bag and it was Michael Kors, and the comments were ripping her apart because they were telling her it's not luxury. Michael Kors isn't luxury. There's always the branches of people who put like a Michael Kors, a Coach, a Kate Spade, even Tory Burch in a category. And then they put the Chanel, the YSL, the Louis Vuitton, the Hermes, all of that, and they put that into a separate category. I say it's all luxury. It's different levels, just like there's different levels of food. Food is food, and restaurants are restaurants. You got a Chili's, and then you got a Chima's, you got a Capitol Grill, you got a, Nobu's. You got levels to food and restaurants, but they're all restaurants. I think luxury can mean luxury no matter the price tag. There's higher end luxury, then there's lower end luxury, but they're all luxury. I think there's a lot of gatekeeping when it comes to luxury, and that's sad to see. Can you be a black girl in luxury and drive a Nissan? Can you drive a Toyota and be a black girl in luxury? To some women's standards, no, you can't. Can you work a 9 to 5 and be a black girl in luxury on social media? It appears that some people feel like, no, you gotta be a full-time creator. You gotta do this. You guys can watch other creators. It's in a movement. Enjoy it. Enjoy it for what it is. Just like people enjoy Real Housewives of Atlanta and some people don't watch it. Don't watch it if you don't want to watch it. Let people who want to enjoy it. Don't be mad if they don't address topics that you don't want to see. And also don't be mad if you feel like they're promoting a level of materialism and consumerism. Consumerism is a big problem in terms of people who cannot control their spending. A lot of the people who do watch them are probably 20-something-year-olds who are very impressionable and feel like I have to buy this even if I don't have the money for it. You have to be smart with social media. You have to be smart and know your limits. I watch a lot of Elia's Face thing. I'm not running out and buying none of this stuff because I ain't got the coinage, but I know people who want to stunt on social media will get out and run out and go into the poorhouse and do these things. I think because of my age bracket, I'm 31, I spent my 20s destroying my credit and now pulling it back from its bootstraps to do what it needs to do. But I watch it for entertainment value, but don't get caught up in the, well, now I have to buy this, or she said buy this, oh, she's hauling this. A haul typically is to urge people to buy it. Don't buy it if you ain't got it. You have to be smart with your money. Be able to watch and enjoy this for the content that it is and not run out and go spend coin. Like, not go run out. I know that they have a lot of sponsors sometimes in their videos, and if it's a sponsor that you can afford, if those watches are things that you can afford, go out and buy them. If they're not, enjoy the content. Just like we watch TV shows that have ads in them. That's what sponsorships are. They're just ads like we were watching a TV show. Just watch it and move on past your life. I think the big thing about, they're living this life of materialism, do not watch them if that's how you feel. But don't be mad at them for making a living off of this. 9 times out of 10, most people who could make a living off of just existing, just living their life, just eating, why would you not? Life is so hard already as it is. Why would you want to get up in the morning and go to work and do all these things when you could live this lifestyle? Again, I don't want to leave this video off with me criticizing heavily these girls' TikToks, because these are how these women feel, and I get that 100%. They want to see more of, a 3C, 4A, 4B, 4C texture heavily promoted on this platform, across platforms, and I understand that. But the thing is also, you have to be the change you want to see. If you want to see more of that, create it. I wanted to see more people create crochet hair content that wasn't just installing crochet. I wanted to see individuals who were wearing crochet for weeks upon weeks, because the platform didn't have that. That's the niche I was able to carve out for myself, and that's where I've placed myself. If you want to see something on a platform, please be the change you want to see, or encourage people that are black women who are luxury and who have natural hair to think about joining the space. If there is a hole in the market, best believe that people will be attracted to that hole. Please believe, again, there was a hole in the crochet hair market for this type of content. There wasn't a lack of crochet hair content at all, just like there is not a lack of black girls in luxury content. There was just lacking some specifics that I noticed, and I then went into the market and produced. Be the change you want to see if you have criticisms of something, but please do not send any hate to these women, because they've done nothing wrong. They've done absolutely nothing wrong. They've lived their lives. They turned on a camera and they produced content the way that anybody can produce it. They've chosen to wear their hair in a style that they've liked, and you can't be mad at that. That's how they've chosen. They did not ask for success. They could have floundered. They could have got 30 subscribers, just like a lot of people who turn on this camera. Not everybody who turns on TikTok is famous. Not everybody who turns on Instagram is famous. Not everybody who turns on any platform. It's a luck of the draw, and people are typically attracted to personalities and things. So just wanted to throw that in there. And the same thing now, transitioning into the unrelatability portion of it. When big creators become successful, it's they become unrelatable. I've seen that a lot with people talking about Jackie without talking about Jackie Aina. But Jackie, being Jackie, made a video about it a couple weeks ago, ironically, and I clicked it as soon as I saw it because I was like, she's finally addressing these undercover TikToks. Some people tag her in the comments of these types of videos just so she can, like, I scroll through the comments, I'm like, they tagging Jackie because this person didn't say Jackie, but it's always like, these big black creators who have a candle line and all of this stuff, and they are so unrelatable these days. Now, I love Jackie. Let me be clear. I had to look back and get the facts on this. I thought I followed Jackie since she was Makeup Game on Point. So, Makeup Game on Point, if you know, you know. That was her name prior to her current name, which is Jackie Aina here on YouTube. But I went back into my archives. If you're older like me and you've watched YouTube for quite some time, you know that YouTube used to, or you could opt in or opt out of this, but how sometimes we get notification. You turn the notification bell on nowadays on our videos, it comes to your phone like a pop-up for YouTube because we have apps on our phones now. Back in the day, I signed up for emails to come to my email address when my favorite creator uploaded a video. So you would get an email and it would say, in this case, it says Makeup Game on Point just uploaded a YouTube video. And this was in 2015. And I was like, 2015? That was 6 years ago. We're in 2021 now. I know I followed Jackie since before then, but that was the first time I could find a Makeup Game on Point video. And then I remembered, she had a name before she was Makeup Game on Point. So I scrolled all the way back to 2012. Again, that's 9 years ago. She was Little Pumpkin Pie 05. That was her old name. And this is when I used to get emails, again, when your subscriptions used to upload new videos, just because, of course, you could see it. Back in these days, you didn't watch YouTube on your phone like you do now. In 2012, I used to be a computer YouTube watcher. Not that phones, I think I had an iPhone at that point. I might have transitioned I might have just been coming from the BlackBerry to iPhone. I think 2012 was when I graduated from college and then stepped my game up into iPhone land. But she was Little Pumpkin Pie 05 back when I first started watching Jackie, which I still feel like was a little bit before 2012, but let's just say 2012. Let's say 9 years ago. She's gone through Little Pumpkin Pie 05, Makeup Game on Point, and Jackie Aina. Don't come talking to me about you being a Jackie Aina fan if you only know her name as being Jackie Aina here on this platform. If you don't remember the old days, get out of this section because she done come up. She has elevated. She has gone from making videos in a room, having her military outfit because she used to be military. She was recently divorced. I think when I first started watching her, either she was recently separated or the divorce was all the way through. But this is who I was watching a decade ago. And now to see where she is, I love to see it. I love it. Is she unrelatable? Not at all. I think her humor is the same. She's stayed the same when it comes to personality. She's stayed the same with keeping it real. She's stayed the same in all those arenas. The only element she's changed in is that she got more money. She got more money. She got a whole lot of money in this thing, okay? She's got money. And I think for a lot of people, they're mad and their level of unrelatability has come staunchly from the fact that now she's unrelatable because I don't have as much money as Jackie. What did people want from her? She's always lived in LA. She's not even one of those content creators who moved to LA because it's cool to do. She's always lived in LA all her life. The comment is, she's unrelatable. No, she just makes more money, which I can't relate to the amount of money she makes, but I think as a person, I can relate to her just truly at a baseline human level. Why do we not want to see people progress? I would feel so bad if I had been watching Jackie for 10 years and she had still been putting on that makeup in that bedroom, uploading videos a week, 2 videos a week, 3 videos. I can't even remember. She used to upload quite a bit back in the day, but uploading all these videos every week, still in her bedroom. I would be up in arms while I sit over here and watch these creators like Charlie D'Amelio and Dixie D'Amelio, all these TikTokers who've been on the platform for 30 days, 20 minutes, and may make millions. This black woman still hasn't progressed. If that was still the case, I I'd be up in arms. And y'all would be too. I'm mad at the fact that she hasn't even achieved more success. I want her to be even more successful, if not 10 times greater than some of her other counterparts who do not look like her. She's a definition of got it out the mud. To see something like this is motivational. I think so many people look at social media as the full entity of real life, though. This is real life. This is everything. And these people are materialistic. They're stuck up. They don't talk about human issues. They don't wear their natural hair. There's a lot of people who do. There's a lot of creators on this platform who vlog and wear their natural hair. You can check them out. I watch so many creators, not luxury creators. They might live in a house. They don't hit those parameters that are set up in the very beginning, but there are a lot of black women on this platform who live normal lives and vlog those normal lives and are out here getting it and who are out here being inspirational. But people tend not to watch those because, hey, why would I want to watch somebody working a regular 9-to-5 job? I work a normal 9-to-5 job. Why do I want to see somebody go to Target? I can shop at Target. Why do I want to watch somebody shop at H&M? I could shop at H&M. Why I want to watch somebody go eat at Chili's? I could eat at Chili's. Like, as much as people don't want to admit it, the reason that these black women in luxury movement are where they are is because we want to see the unrelatable. Of course, we can do all those things I just mentioned, but we can't go to Nobu every night. And I hope people who watch these creators also have people in their real lives who they can look up to aspire to in a real life sense. In a sense of, hey, if I work hard at this, I can become that. I have at least 5 women who come to mind they're in my theoretical vision board who are corporate women who I love, I look up to. I think we've seen, even if you watch Real Housewives of Atlanta, it was recently announced Cynthia ain't coming back. Cynthia ain't coming back to Real House. And everybody was like, good, she was boring. Oh my God, get these boring people off of here. She's living her normal life. She's married, she's got a child, she got a baby. She's not caught up in all this drama. She ain't got scandals, she ain't got this. She lives a normal life like a normal person, right? She's a normal person. So people calling her boring, that's the same thing people are doing with social media. If somebody was Cynthia of YouTube, then they're boring. You don't want that. That's not what people want to see. As much as people don't want to admit it, they're mad and, critique these black girls in luxury movement creators like, oh my God, why don't they do this? Why don't they do that? Why don't they live in that? But you're watching them because they're entertaining. If they were average, doing regular things like a Cynthia, the conversation would be different. As much as people do not want to admit it, I want to watch average girls living average life. No, you don't, because average girls living average lives would be the bigger movement on here. Average girl movement would be the thing then, if that's what we wanted. But no, people, again, don't want that because they feel like that's too close to their real life. Again, we watch these reality TV shows as a form of escapism. We watch these YouTubers as a form of escapism. So nobody's forcing anybody to watch any creator. Just like nobody forced you to watch me. But this is where I'm going to close out the video. If you liked this video, make sure you give it a big thumbs up. Make sure you give it a big thumbs up even if you didn't like it. Or you can give it a thumbs down. I can't see it, or nobody else can see it since they deactivated the thumbs down button, but you can do that as well. As well as you can subscribe. I don't do chit chats all the time, but if you want to stay locked in for the occasional chit chat that I throw your way, make sure you're locked in for that. Make sure you're following me on Instagram at Lia Lavon 89 so you can keep up with my shenanigans in real time, and I'll see you in my next video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.